Well, we saw protesters outside of the Duval County Courthouse standing in solidarity with those who are protesting in Los Angeles against the ICE raids that have taken place. Though last night in LA, they were more peaceful, still hundreds upon hundreds taken to the streets of Los Angeles and here at home. And the demonstrators say they plan to be back again today as they push against a proposed ordinance in Jacksonville that would essentially defund any tax dollars going toward undocumented migrants living in the Jacksonville community. This story obviously is catching a lot of attention in a number of different ways, and we'll be following up on all of the developments throughout the day today and likely throughout the week with resources and reporters who are covering the story from all angles. Out west in Los Angeles, the president deploying more National Guard troops, sending in the Marines as well. And the president is actually going to be in Fort Bragg today in North Carolina, likely to address his response to the protests in Los Angeles. We're covering all aspects of the story for you this morning on Jacksonville's Morning News. We've seen another teenager seriously hurt in an e-bike crash, this time in the Nocatee community during the late afternoon hours. It appears, according to the sheriff's deputies, that the 15-year-old turned into the path of a vehicle and collided. And this is just the latest in a string of these incidents that has occurred. It follows last week's extensive discussion by St. Johns County commissioners on whether they wanted to implement some sort of an ordinance to better regulate those electronic dirt bikes and more. They ultimately settled on a resolution that essentially urged parents in the community to be mindful, do more, be safe, and be responsible, even as teenagers as well. Obviously, going to follow up on whether or not this latest incident may lead to another push for enforcement or maybe a tougher ordinance, perhaps, in St. Johns County. It's unclear exactly how this is going to have impacts, but it certainly will have pretty significant impacts as University of Florida announcing its disappointment that Baptist Health has ended its 50-year partnership. It appears as though the relationship is going to be stronger between Baptist and Nemours going forward. The impact this may have on patients and families still to be determined, but a story that we'll obviously follow very closely medically in our community with a couple of big institutions here in the Jacksonville metro area. These and other stories updated throughout Jacksonville's Morning News. We're live and local with you every weekday from 5 to 10 a.m. on 104.5 FM and streaming on all devices.